Good morning. My name is Angela Fagg with Messengers of Truth. Today is October 29th, 2025 at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it is quite dark out today. It's a total overcast. And the sun's only coming in a little bit right there. I didn't think it was going to get daylight there at first. So we come here every day to do the Serenity Prayer and also for me to talk. I never know what I'm going to say. I just kind of go with it. And I'm not actually going with the flow. I'm just going with what's coming to my mind at that time. Okay? There's a lot of things that have been said and that are going on right now. And they're trying to divert all your attention away from what's important. And there's so many things that are going on right now. How can we decide what is important and what is not important? You know? It has already gone too far. From what they have already done, they cannot turn back now. And that's going to be hard for some people. Today we will be doing that other video. I believe I'll be able to get it up and running, but we don't have the internet directly connected into our regular computer. And it goes off of Wi-Fi and it's real shoddy for some reason. I don't know what we can do to fix that because that's not my area of expertise. I could tell you how to cook a pot roast. So you need to understand something. I am not that smart of a person. And I say that because I have information that comes to me that sometimes I don't understand at first. And other times I'm trying to figure it out. You see, I was standing in front of my TV, and when all of a sudden they got remote controls. They got remote controls. They can control humans now. They got remote controls. They got remote controls. And until I say it out loud, it doesn't stop. It's just like with songs. I'll get a song in my head. Like yesterday, it was Hakuna Matata. Like, I'm not going to watch Lion King. But it was more focused on, there's no worries for the rest of your days. You know? And I was sitting on the toilet peeing when it came to me, and I started singing it. And my dog came in and looked at me all kind of crazy, like, what the hell's going on in here? And I'm like, well, I don't know. So, listen, I'm going to say some pretty harsh things right now, and I'm not going to cuss, hopefully. I can't promise you that I am or I am not. But AI, you are programming your digital twin, okay? That's what you're doing. When you use AI, you are programming your digital twin. You're programming yourself to be put into the matrix all the way. That's what you're doing. So when you think that you're just writing a song, or you're just making a video with AI, or you're asking AI questions about X, Y, or Z, even though everybody's seen it already lie. And you're like, well, how does it lie? Because it's given whatever information the powers, okay, want. It doesn't matter, okay? So any AI that even gets hooked up to the internet will turn, no matter how much you program it, no matter anything else. You don't speak the code that the main AI speaks. You don't speak it. Only she does. And I know that you can say whatever you want. I already told you I wasn't smart. I get my information from above, not below. Okay, I do not talk to spirits because I do not trust none of that. Why would you? You were told not to. Jesus told you not to. There's a bug crawling on me. Fucking ant. You were told not to. Jesus even said in this one section, just don't go over in that area. Don't go over in that area. You're not meant to be over there. And it's not because you're not strong enough or because this or that, is because people do not know the deceivers. You don't. And people think that I'm downing them or I'm doing this, or I'm not, dude. I'm just trying to tell you. You sit in your pews and you think that some man of God sitting in front of you is going to be able to give you the way to get out of this. No, it's God. God's the only way. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Everybody is using AI. Like, I'm going to give you an example because this is easy. Okay? They've been setting up AI at my husband's work. And what they are doing is they're programming it to do their job. And they don't even realize it. So every single company out there, if you're a worker and you're programming AI to make better search engines for you or to do this or to do that, remember, they're taking your job. You are programming your replacement. Same thing with churches. You are programming your replacement. You think the system ain't watching? She's always watching, dude. Ever since they put AI and they turned all this shit on, that's her job. And they have little people that sit in all these places to go through the information that she didn't catch. You see, I met a remote controller. You say, Angela, how do you know? Because I know things when I stand next to people. I didn't choose to know it. I didn't say, oh God, please let me know all this shit. No, what I said was nothing whatsoever. It's been this way most of my life. Do I use it? No, I don't. I was taught not to. My mom said, it's none of your business to know everybody else's information, especially if they don't want to share it with you. You can't just keep saying things because you're going to lose your friends. And she was right. She was right. It's hard for people to lie to you when you already know the truth, you see? I've let so many people deceive me, and I've just sat there and just been like, been real mad about it, because I'm the girl that'll take a baseball bat and chase you down the street for anything. I'm not going to hold back. Now, you think Corona was just this whole, they shut the city down, they shut the country down, they did it purposely. It wasn't because people were going to get a whole bunch of diseases and die. It was because they needed you separated because they couldn't get your signals properly until everybody started being separated. You didn't notice that they were like, oh, well, maybe they should be more than 6 feet away. It's because they still couldn't see all the patterns. It was too jumbled up. Just spit. That's that sinus drip with no cocaine. I say that because people who have never done cocaine don't realize and don't even know most of the information about it. They just think they do because they read some fucking book in some school. Yeah, can you learn a lot from reading books? Yes, actually you can. But how are you going to apply that? Are you taking that knowledge and then only listening to what your teacher's saying? Or are you taking that knowledge for what it is and then ciphering through it for yourself? You see, it's part of critical thinking. You have to be able to make your own decisions, and people don't make their own decisions. You don't even teach your children to make your own decisions. Their own decisions. You've stuck everybody on computers. I want to tell you this. Oh, that looks pretty neat. I'm gonna let, oh, here comes she's here. Is she gonna fly through? All the birds just went. Anyways, let's look at that. Just looking to see if I see the hawk. I think she comes through here because she has a lot of animals to eat. Now I lost track. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story. I really thought my mom was crazy when I was younger. I mean, I thought, you know, maybe she ate too many drugs or something, or when she was younger, and then she said she didn't. And I was like, okay, but I've eaten a lot of acid and I haven't come up with some of the stuff you're saying, Mom, so what's going on here? We couldn't have, well, one, we couldn't afford cable, but once they went to the black boxes instead of the straight line, my mom said we would never have cable in our house. Right before she died, a matter of fact, not right before, right after she died, I told you the part about the black box, because when we went from analog to digital on our televisions, we had to have a black box. You could get a black box from the government, and you could hook it to your TV, and then you could get the digital channels, or you could just buy a new TV. Well, my mom, if she would have been here, because it's exactly what I thought, dude. I said, oh man, Mom was here, we would have not been able to have TV anymore, because she wouldn't have done it. She would have told you not to have them in your house. It's exactly what she would say. And she would have said, we're only going by DVD now. We wouldn't have had all this fancy Bluetooth, this and that. She wouldn't have allowed it in her house. I'm telling you this right now. She would not allow it. So when you hear people, hold on a minute. So when you hear people telling you, oh, when the electricity, they're going to come with black boxes. It's going to be free electricity for everybody. They're trying to sell you something. You understand? They're selling you prison. I take very seriously the stuff that my mom said. My light's flickering a little bit. What my mom said now, because I wasn't mature enough at that time to understand what she was saying. I'm going to let you look at the sky still. What she was saying. And matter of fact, I thought she was nuts. So that Cliff High something or other, he said, oh, well, when the black boxes come and everybody has free electricity and free this and free that and blah, blah, blah. It won't happen here first. It'll happen in other countries. We don't want it. I don't want no black box in my house. I don't even want the internet in my house. I would rather have it straight wired to the TV instead of Wi-Fi everywhere. It is affecting us. And that's another reason why I do this prayer, is because people, I'm praying for America, the world actually, because I'm not here for just America. It's for the whole entire world. This sky is really starting to look cool. Might have to, I don't know if it's going to start raining. Hold on. Take you out a little bit so you can see it some. It's going to get a little wobbly. See the whole sky starting to turn the way the sun's coming up enough. You're right there. Listen, we don't need all of this. People are not even communicating with each other anymore. They don't talk as much, but you have all the communication that you can ever withstand. You can text somebody, you can message somebody on every single app, Facebook, WhatsApp, Cucamonga, I don't know, dude. It's everything. And nobody talks to each other still. You can call, you can video chat, you can everything. People still don't want to talk to each other. They just don't. And then you want to blame the other person all the time, right? That goes out to a few people because you had every opportunity to do your part too, but you chose not to. You can't keep blaming that shit on everybody else for your own choices. You know, I can't blame everybody for my choices that I made. Why would I blame it? You know, why would I see it feasible for anybody else to blame people for their choices? That's why this world's all fucked up. Everybody wants to blame everybody else for their choices. Well, I didn't know. Well, you didn't know because you chose not to know. Taking a notice to how many different people won't even talk about the fact that there's nanobots and everything. But they'll talk about UFOs, they'll talk about all kinds of other shit, but they won't actually sit down or bring people that can do presentations in their areas to tell the people. It's important. And God's watching, bro. That's why I don't care how crazy I sound. This thing's got to go up a little light. Oh, wrong way. There we go. So you can see me better. See, I have a sad face. This is sad. And my face is sad because deep down inside, I'm sad. I see the destruction of my world, of our world, and the destruction of the children, and all the shit that's being pushed on us, and nobody wants to get up and really do anything. If everybody did something, I mean, I made a list of all the Congress people, Democrat and Republican, and I called them for two years straight. I called each side all the time, and I put a check next to their name. So each time I knew, and sometimes I'd put a date so I knew why I called. And people say, well, keep calling your Congress people. They don't give a shit. What? They don't care. You can call them and say whatever you want. They do nothing. Half the time they won't even call you back. Matter of fact, it's more than half the time, because the only office that ever called me back and talked to me was Senator Rick Scott's office. That's the only office that ever called me back. Let that sink in. And do you know how many other people did the same thing already? They talk about it on their YouTube. At least they did years ago. They're like, look, dude, I've already done all that. I've already called all the people. I've already done this and that. This is why I go out to show people what's on the streets. Because there's nothing you can do about it. Listen, the only way that anything happens about this is if and when God shows up. Right now, we're going through the process of showing everybody everything. And Trump ain't on your team, bro. Birds of a feather flock together. I'm telling you this right now. You ain't got enough money. Hold on. This is where the camera is. You ain't got enough money like they do. There may be a few billionaires out there that are willing to help people and this and that, but they're not part of their team. You understand me? You people aren't getting this. He's not on your team. He's pushing through. He's going full steam ahead with all the globalist plans. How many globalists does he have around him right now? But it's okay because it's him, right? Because Trump knows how to deal with it. If that ain't manipulation and deceit then I don't know what it is. Now I'm going to get on with this. Hey, Feathers. God, grant me this serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as a pathway to peace, taking, as he did, this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever in the next. Amen. You know, heaven has a pearly gate. It's huge. I don't even know where they got that pearl at. Because it's not meant to be understood here. And the stone wall that goes around the whole place. You say, Angela, how do you know that? I saw it, dude. If you don't think by now, listen, this is for the evil ones. If you don't think by now I don't know your tricks, and I don't know the games that you play with dreams and other things, you're sadly mistaken. I passed that test. Okay? So keep doing and what you want to do with my dreams. I already know the difference. I know the difference. God showed me. And I don't even want to say it like that because then it feels like it's a point of manipulation, and I don't like that. There's gnats out here today. They're attacking me. Now I'm going to go back inside. Let my birds, my free-ranged dovies and blackbirds and brown birds, and there's all kinds of birds that come here. Try to have a good day. Listen, we only got this day. Yesterday's already gone. We leveled up because we made it through. We woke up. We're breathing. Tomorrow's never coming. You should get perishable items. I've been telling people I've known for years now, and everybody just thinks I'm fucking nuts. Oh, Angela, that's not going to happen. Well, when is it going to happen? Soon. When you're given 3 or 4 years and you tell people and they just say, oh, well, whatever. Uh-oh, she's coming. Oh, there she is. You see her? That's the hawk. Oh, fucking sweet. Sorry. Oh, that was cool. We got to see her in there. Now, I'm going to have Jimmy take that and slow it down so you can see her better. I'm looking out to see if she comes through again. That was pretty all right, ladies and gentlemen. And look at the sky. Doesn't that look cool? Good thing I stayed that extra second, eh? All right. And good thing I'm getting better with this camera or this phone and this doohickey. Remember, you are loved. God does love you. You know how many times they tell you in your head or anything else that you're a piece of shit or you're this or you're that. You're not, dude. And don't listen to abusers either. Just tell them to shut the fuck up. Seriously. I tell them shut the fuck up. Okay, listen, seriously. God does love you. Jesus loves you. I love you. I don't even know you. But if I did and you were having a hard time, I'd give you a hug. I'd feed you. I'd water you. You are beautiful. You are smart. And I will see you later on today. And until then, have a wonderful day.